Welcome, dear friends. I am Brother Ananda.
And I am Brother Satyam. Today we bring you a story. A story that shows why obstacles appear when we walk towards something important.
Let us begin. Many years ago, Brother Satyam, there lived an old king whose heart was growing heavier each day. His body had grown weak, but his worry had grown stronger. Who will guide my people after me? This question followed him everywhere. In the throne room, in the garden, even in his sleep.
When confusion grows, the wise seek guidance.
And so he walked to the forest monastery, where an elderly monk sat quietly under a peepal tree. The king bowed deeply and said, "Master, my time is nearing its end. Whom should I trust with this kingdom?"
The monk must have answered with clarity.
Yes. The monk looked into the king's restless eyes and said, "Choose the one whose mind does not bend in front of temptation." The king understood instantly. Yes. The monk looked into the king's restless eyes and said, "Choose the one whose mind does not bend in front of temptation." The king understood instantly. Brother, the young monk thought he finally understood distraction. But the real lesson began the day the king made his announcement.
Oh, what announcement?
It was a quiet morning in the monastery. Birds were singing, wind was soft, and suddenly, soldiers marched through the village. The king's messenger loudly declared, "Whoever reaches the inner meditation hall of the palace before sunset will be made the heir."
Simple words, but a very deep test.
Brother Satyam, the path the king created was not a simple road. It was designed to reveal the nature of the human mind. Every distraction was a doorway into one weakness, and every weakness was a chance to fall asleep. As the travelers began their journey, the first thing they encountered was a long stretch of the king's finest kitchens. Huge cauldrons simmered with fragrant curries. Golden breads puffed over hot clay ovens. Chefs sliced rare fruits. Mangoes, figs, lotus stems soaked in honey. The aroma floated through the air, like invisible hands pulling people toward it. People said, "Let us taste just one bite. We have plenty of time." But one plate became two. Two became three, and soon their purpose dissolved in the warmth of comfort.
Desire speaks very softly at first, and that softness is its strength.
Just beyond the feast was a beautifully decorated stage. Musicians played sitars, flutes, and soft drums. Their melodies flowed like water and wrapped around the listeners like silk. People closed their eyes, swayed gently, and forgot the very journey they had started. Some said, "This music must be heard fully. We can walk later."
When the heart gets attached, the feet stop moving.
Farther ahead, the road opened into a grand courtyard. There, dancers performed with such grace that even the wind seemed to pause. Their steps were light, their movements flowing like rivers. People stood mesmerized, eyes wide, breath shallow, completely pulled into the beauty of the moment. They did not notice how the sun continued to move while they remained still.
What fascinates the eyes often captures the mind.
And then came the games. A massive arena filled with competition. Archery targets glittered in the sun. Strong men wrestled. Horse racing tracks thundered with hooves. People joined eagerly. "I want to win. I want to prove myself." Hours slipped away as they fed their pride.
Ego loves distraction because distraction hides the truth.
After the arena, travelers found a corner lined with shining cups, filled with intoxicating drinks. The liquids sparkled like gemstones. People laughed as they drank, not realizing how the drink blurred their purpose and slowed their steps. Some sat under trees, eyes half closed, dreaming instead of walking.
Many people escape their path, not because they are weak, but because it is easier than facing their own mind.
And near the end of the road stood the most dangerous distraction, a camp filled with comforts, soft lights, beautiful faces, and voices whispering invitations. Many travelers stepped in, thinking it was harmless. But inside that camp, time disappeared. Those who entered never came out again, not because they were trapped, but because they didn't want to leave.
When desire becomes sweet, it becomes the strongest cage. Every distraction looked small at first, yet every one stole their destiny.
But then, just before sunset, a young man stepped onto the path. He saw the delicious food, but breathed deeply and walked on. He heard the sweet music, but didn't let his heart wander. He watched the dancers, but didn't stop even for a moment. He passed the games, the drinks, the pleasure tents, and every time temptation pulled him, he whispered to himself, "My purpose is ahead."
A mind with purpose cannot be captured.
When he finally reached the palace gate, the guards tried to confuse him. "You are late. Come tomorrow. Others have already reached." But the young man bowed and said, "I walk for truth, not for comfort."
A beautiful clarity.
He entered the inner hall, where the king and the monk waited. The king asked, "How did you reach here?" While thousands did not. The young man replied, "I saw many paths, but I chose only one."
And that answer was enough.
The monk smiled and said, "Many started the journey, but only one remained awake." And the young man was declared the successor.
Brother Ananda, this story is not about a throne. It is about the mind.
Yes, whenever we walk towards something meaningful, the world offers us 1,000 invitations to stop.
Comfort, pleasure, fear, doubt, all appear like soft flowers, but hide sharp thorns.
The Buddha taught, an undisciplined mind runs after everything and reaches nowhere.
And a disciplined mind moves like a silent river, steady, clear, unstoppable.
So, dear friends, if your path feels difficult, do not worry. Keep walking. Do not stop. Your destination is waiting for you.
And when you stay true to your purpose, even obstacles bow down.